Hey, he's in. He's in jail. Look at that. Oh, he's massive.
Ladies and gents, boys and girls, a slightly different setting for today's video. It's not some rubbish cooking programme. We are going fishing, trust me, we're going in 2 minutes. I just want to talk you through what we're doing today. We're going on a bit of an adventure. I'm going back to my schoolboy days. There's a local river that you can literally jump across. I walk the dog along it sometimes, and I've spotted some spots that I used to fish as a kid, and I used to catch some decent fish out of them. So I thought I'd grab a minimal bit of kit, one rod, a landing net, tiny bit of tackle, pop down there and have a bit of a roving session. So we've got the bait, half a loaf of bread. You can't go wrong with bread. If the water's clear, chub, roach, the fish that I'm targeting, it's so instant, they're going to home in on it. So nice big bit of flake. I think that is going to be my go-to bait. But the reason I'm in the kitchen is because I've knocked up a bit of this. I had half a block of Stilton in the fridge. It absolutely reeked, you know. it's disgusting. But I've made a bit of cheese paste because if the water's got a little bit of colour in it, we've had a bit of rain, if the water's got a bit of colour in it, I think a blob of cheese paste could be a winner. It's caught me fish in the past, so a nice blob of cheese paste, if the water's coloured or maybe if I'm getting pestered by little fish, could be a winner. So, as I say, minimal gear, one rod, a landing net. This is my kit. So instead of carrying a big seat box along the bank, this is what I've got. I'm going to sit on the bank, I've got a disgorger, I've got some proper big old hooks, size 10, size 12s. Hopefully we don't put the size 12s on. We've got one bomb. If it's a little bit too pacey, we've got a bomb to put on. So hopefully I don't lose him. We've got some SSGs. I'll be fishing a little link ledger, I guess. So SSGs, 2 or 3 on a little link. That's going to be my weight. And then just to stop those falling off the line, I've got some number 9 slot shot. That's the gear, that's the bait. It's going to be really rough and ready this. I'm going to film it on the GoPro, maybe a little bit on the phone, but let's go and get on the bank.
So folks, swim 1. Just sat down, got nice and comfortable. You can see the homemade rod rest, the bushcraft rod rest. That'll do a job. Right, before we chuck out, let me just talk you through the rig. So I've got just a little link ledger sliding up the line, look. So if we do hook a fish and it goes in a snag, we're still in contact with it. You know, even if the lead gets caught, the weight gets caught. That's just 2 SSG. I've got a little number 9 slot shot there just to stop those falling off the line. And then I've got a hook length of 0.18 and a nice big size 10. We're not messing around. £5 main line. Nice little 10-foot rod. And we've got this little swimwear. There's just a little raft has built up underneath that tree opposite. So to me this screams chub. Let's just have a go over there. It's going to be awkward casting, this is very awkward because there's trees right above me, but I think we'll just get it over there. Nice, absolutely spot on. I'll tell you what, I'm not going to use the rod rest. I might just hold the rod because of the angle. We're not quite. If I feel a bit lazy, I'll put it on the rest. I want to be able to create a nice angle between where I'm fishing and the tip. It's just drifting round now. Tell you what, I could put it on the rest actually. Let's be lazy and put it on the rest. I'll still hold it. It just might keep it nice and still, that. Let's see if we get a bite. There we go, we're in. We've got him. Oh. Almost straight away. It's not a little fish either, this isn't. Oh. He's a beautiful fish. I decided to hold the rod instead of put it on the rod rest just to get it a little bit higher, but look at that. Hey, he's in. He's in jail. Look at that. God, he's massive. He is absolutely massive. What a start. First peg. What a start. Just hooked, top lip. God, he is absolutely massive. Well, he's massive to me. I mean, that is a brilliant fish in anyone's books. Out of a tiny little river. I wish I had some scales, because I'm guessing, I mean, I don't catch chub that often, but he's probably £5. He's got to be. From a little tiny river like this. He's got to be £5. That is a proper fish. Stunning. Probably my PB, but we'll never know because I've not got any scales. Let's get him back. So folks, swim number 2. Obviously we caught a fish. All the commotion from playing that fish would have spooked any fish in the area, so always worth a move down, try a new peg. This peg, load of reeds on the far side. We've got a few trees just downstream, a little bit of sort of slack water downstream as well. We're going for the same approach, a little bit of bread. Let's see what we can catch here, see if we get a bite. Nice cast. I've ditched the rod rest. I don't fancy using the rod rest. Little indication then straight away. Obviously that first fish, it was a tiny little bite, and I think if I was using the rod rest I probably would have missed it. So it was a good little ploy to hold the rod, and that's what I'm going to do from now on. I'm not going to be lazy. So I just left the rod rest at the first peg, and if someone else happens to drop along here fishing, they've got a nice little rod rest to use. That's a little indication. I'm getting little bites here. There we go. Oh, he's come off, he's come off. What could he have been? What could he have been? He didn't feel a big fish. Let's put another little bit of bread on and see. It's amazing how quick the bites are. You get a bite so fast with a little bit of bread on. Such an instant bait. Amazing that you can get bites from fishing such a small little river. Right, I fancy if I go on the old cheese paste, so put a little bit of paste around the hook, try to leave as much point showing as I can. So it's quite a stiff paste. Got a couple of little pecks from little fish in this swim, so I think the cheese paste might catch me a big fish if there's one there. So just before I leave, there you go, look, tap straight away. Obviously they like the paste. Just before I leave, I'm going to have a go on. There we go, I've got him. Oh, and he's come off. Oh my word. He's come off. Oh no. Just not enough point showing on the paste there. Wasn't a little fish, that wasn't. Straight on the paste. Let's try a little bit so we've got a bit more hook point showing. There you go, hopefully that's a bit better. Right, let's see if we can get him this time. Didn't feel a small fish there. Such a shame, I think as well. That might be my chance gone. just didn't leave enough hook points showing on the pace. That is a proper schoolboy error. It's a lovely little swim though. It might be one where we have to come back to a little bit later and hope that the fish have settled down a bit. So it's time for a progress report. We've not had another bite. Obviously losing that fish could be a disaster, but I want to end on a positive, so I'm determined to catch another fish. Time's getting on a little bit. I found a nice little swim. Looks like the water steadies out, which often means some deeper water. There's a bit of flow to our right. I'm going with the bread again. I know we had that bite on cheese paste and it was a good response on the cheese paste, but I feel for actually having a first cast and mapping out a peg, bread is the way to go. Just feel it's not going to snag up as easy as the let's adjust it so you can see the tip. Hopefully you can see the tip. Feel bread's not going to snag up as easy, so I've got no problem with switching to cheese paste if I feel this small fish there, or if I think the bottom isn't very snaggy. But I'm just happy that our bread's maybe fluttering just a little bit off the bottom and not picking up as many snags. Just seeing a little tiny fish top as well, that gives you a little bit of hope. It's getting to the time of day where some bigger fish might start feeding, but unfortunately it's also getting to the time of day where I need to get off home. Yes, we've got him. Oh, he's not a little fish. Oh, he's got in the snag. Don't go in the snag. Don't go in the snag. Come on, he's pulling back a bit. This is brilliant. Looks a nice fish too. Look at that. Not as big as that first fish, but I tell you what, he will do. Just on, well, he's not quite £2, I'd say, but that is a brilliant fish. Really good condition as well. Let's hold him up for you so you can see him. That, well, he might go £2. He's just under £2, I'd say, if I was being honest. Cracking condition though. Look at the state of that. Superb. Proper fishing. And I think that's a great place to end. I'm going to have another couple of chucks as always. I'm going to turn the cameras off. So, until next time, tight lines everybody.